Hello everyone, I hope you're keeping well. I'm trying not to make this a habit of always filming vlogs when it's really, really moody, but it's been amazing conditions at my beloved Winterton this morning. Great coastal morning, lots and lots of fronts coming in, so really changeable, moody weather. Gone cold again as well, like winter's trying to come back for a couple of days. Amazing conditions, very, very grey and moody at the moment as a front passes through, but I've had a whale of a time on the coast here this morning. Got some lovely stuff. Well, I think I've got some lovely stuff if I manage to keep the camera still. But hopefully I can do some more spoken pieces for you in a minute. Just impossible this morning. So windy. I've managed to find a little bit of shelter here behind a big dune so I can actually speak to you. But I'm going to put some images up and some videos from the morning and talk you through some of the images as well. What amazing conditions, amazing conditions. But anyway, I'm going to have to hunker down again because this front is coming in again and I'm going to get soaked in. So catch you in a little while.
This is the first image I took in the morning. It's okay. It's a nice image. The clouds are absolutely gorgeous. I cannot argue with those. I probably could have done with a little bit more going on in the sea on the left-hand side. There's a beautiful wave breaking in the distance, but I probably could have done with something a little bit more happening towards the left. Now, obviously, there's an area on the right here, which is pretty dead, but not a lot of interest. And I was probably concentrated too much on the area in the middle, which was probably my main focus for the image, all those wonderful reflections. And they've worked really well here, but I can't help feeling this image is a little bit disjointed. Nice try, got me started, but it's a not quite, I'm afraid. After taking the initial images at the shoreline, I thought I'd move on to the dunes and shoot the grasses in the wind, also with the anticipation that there might be some light come through. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Light just would not come through the clouds, and I think the images look a little bit flat and a little bit lifeless. So that was a bit of a mistake, unfortunately, but I had to go and have a little look because I thought they might make effective images with all the lovely movement in the grasses, but it wasn't to be. So I thought, oh well, back to the shoreline. And in all honesty, that was the best decision. Look at this beautiful simplicity. Sand, sea and sky. Beautiful glow in the distance as well on the horizon. These are the images I should have been taking all morning, and this is what I did for the rest of the morning. Concentrated on this area, walking up and down the beach, getting the waves in, and just keeping an eye on these beautiful conditions. And I think I've managed to get some nice stuff. Because I was a little concerned when I went onto the dunes, obviously not getting the light come through. Thought this might be quite a sort of a dull morning where it didn't quite happen, you know, a sort of a nearly but not quite. But yes, I'm quite happy with all these images at the shoreline, and I'll put them up now in a wee slideshow.
What a great morning. Absolutely brilliant morning, guys. Oh, really, really enjoyed it. Just though, you know, we're approaching spring now, it's nice to have a little bit of winter come back in, a little bit of moodiness, and just some shapes in the clouds, some definition, some wonderful seas. Just wonderful, makes you feel alive. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm sorry preempting what I'm going to do with the vlog, but I hope I've talked through some images and put some video up, and hopefully you can take in what kind of a morning I've had, and I hope you've enjoyed the images. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it a day here at Winterton, and I'm going to go and get myself maybe a coffee from somewhere, warm up a little bit, and then see what else we can do, because I think this is a day full of potential. And I could be out all day today. It's really good. So I'm going to move on to another location after I've had a well-deserved coffee and maybe a bacon sarnie. We shall see. But Winterton, I love you. You've been as wonderful as you normally are, and I'll see you soon from somewhere else on this wonderful Norfolk coast. Though that light is looking good again. Must go somewhere different. Shoot somewhere different, John. Love it. Good morning everyone, hope you're all keeping well. Wow, well, I hope you enjoyed the images from Winterton, by the way. This morning, I've come down to Walcott, a little bit further up the coast. One of the advantages of living on the coast is that I can drive out in the morning and check out how the light is going to be. Now, at Great Yarmouth, very, very heavy cloud on the horizon, so I knew there was not going to be a lot of early light coming through. And my intention today is to photograph some woodland, get a lot of the spring green colour in. And I've got a couple of options from where I am after I finish here at Walcott. But for the moment, I couldn't resist this incredible cloudscape. And look behind me, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So another coastal start for me. Lovely early start, lovely fresh morning. I'm going to head to the sea defences here, so there's going to be some long exposure stuff, just some wonderful coastal stuff, some wonderful sky stuff. Yeah, looking forward to this. So I'll get back to you in a minute when I set up the first image. But what a gorgeous, fresh, moody morning. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, as you can see, sky, oh, let's just take that down a bit. Yeah, lots happening in the sky, absolutely brilliant. Some lovely colour in the distance, some beautiful magenta tones over there. Lovely moody sky behind me. What I'm going to try and do is use this feature, this beautiful triangular piece of the groin here. I've been trying to shoot this image for quite a while and never really caught it. The sea's not quite in far enough at the moment. Hopefully it will be in a little while. I haven't checked the tide today, I must admit. It was going to be just woodland for me today, so I haven't checked the tide. I hope this audio's all right, by the way. But yes, I'm just going to shoot some more stuff around here. Some great stuff coming through in the distance there in the clouds. A little bit overexposed on the phone, but looks brilliant. Sea's gorgeous. Oh, marvellous. That's what it's all about. Coastal photography, yeah! Oh, great. Anyway, must go, look. Going to shoot some stuff over that way now. Look at that sky. Brilliant, brilliant. Hey, hey! Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, at the moment, shooting towards that groin in the distance there, just trying to do my best to catch the waves with a 3-second delay on the camera, because I haven't got a cable release. I don't really like using those nowadays, and I always tend to break them anyway. So yeah, just taking 3-second sort of guess when to press the shutter and hope for a nice waves. Some beautiful light on the waves as they're breaking, really, really nice, and getting some nice shapes, so that's good. Editing in camera, get a good shape, keep it, get a not so good shape, get rid of it. Saves a lot of hassle later on when you've got to check them all later in the on the computer. Now, what's also catching my eye here is these lovely groins behind me, and all the lovely stones that are lodged in there. Absolutely lovely abstract stuff. I'll show you one that was particularly interesting to me. There, when I get it right, that area there, that little block there, beautiful tones, really nice. Aside from that, I've probably got most of the stuff I would like from here this morning before I head to the woodland, but you never know, I'm at the coast. I could be entertained for hours at the coast, but I'll see what else I can get. But yeah, some abstracts from there, and then yeah, let's see, might even be a cup of coffee first, who knows. Okay. Yeah, I really like the idea of these. Now, obviously what we've got here is we've got an angle. The groin is set at an angle. If you look down there, beautiful angle there. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the camera plane level with this. I don't want to be doing too many focus stack stuff. I don't want the hassle of it, in all honesty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my camera is as level as possible with this angle. Where's my hand coming in? And hopefully selecting a fairly sort of small aperture, you know, something like 11, 16, something like that, will just give me a nice depth of field. I don't mind if a little bit just goes slightly out. I can't be too precious about it. What I'll also be taking is quite a few iPhones, I think, of these as well. I think this is a lovely subject. So whether that works best with a, whoa, watch that wave jump. Whether that works better with light or more subdued light, we'll see. I'll put up some with a little bit of light and some with some subdued light to see if that works. Anyway, the sun's suddenly come out and is rather distracting, but yeah, abstract time. Let's see what these look like. Well, I'm still here, but I'm just so happy. It's brilliant. The light is brilliant. I'm really getting lost in an abstract world. That was quite good. That was sort of like a prog rock album title. Oh, blimey, I'm being attacked by foam. But I'm just really enjoying taking the abstracts, as mentioned. Look at all these beautiful shades in the wood down here. Let me just come down. Hope you can see that. Look at the foam everywhere. All those beautiful, beautiful contours. I can't resist it. Can't resist it. The sky behind, really broody and moody. Broody and moody. So, you know, will I get to the woods today? I don't know. I mean, how can I resist this wonderful light? This is, for me, this is coastal light, because you've got changeable weather coming in. Looks like we've got a big front coming in. I can go back to the woods and shoot in regular light on a regular day, but again, how can I resist this? I mean, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. Look at that cloudscape. So it looks like I'll probably be at the coast, but what I might do is get myself somewhere different, maybe down to Happisburgh, bit of a cliche, or maybe I'll get myself a little bit further north. But for the moment, here's some more abstracts, and then we'll see where we go from there when I finally decide that I need to move on. Well, who knows, I may stay. I'm all confused. Wow, hey, back at the car just to warm up for a minute. What a lovely morning. What a lovely morning. And it's great because I haven't really got a plan. I wanted to go to the Woodland today, but it doesn't matter. Like I said earlier, it really doesn't matter. This is great coastal weather and big front coming in. Now, those clouds look amazing. They are really, really impressive. Now, one of my first thoughts is, right, do I scoot down now to Happisburgh, park at Cart Gap and walk along and get that lovely cloudscape when it comes in against Happisburgh Lighthouse? It's not like I haven't done this before, but I think it's going to look really good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've just found out that my favourite cafe down the road is closed today, so that is a great pity. Planning. No, I just jest. It would have been nice though, but I'll get a coffee somewhere else on the way. And I think scoot to Happisburgh, maybe even a couple more shots of the tide bell today, shoot the lighthouse, just enjoy the conditions down there. And brilliant. What's a smashing morning. What a smashing morning. Anyway, going to drive down the coast and I'll get back to you from wherever I go next. Knowing me, I could change my mind and go to the woods, but I think it's going to be a coastal thing. Right, okay, see you in a little while. Better get going. Okay guys, well here I am trundling along the path at Doggett's Lane it's called, at Cart Gap, which is a short, about a mile away from Happisburgh, so it's just slightly down the coast. It's a great place to park, wonderful, wonderful coastal area, wonderful groins, obviously you've got Happisburgh as well next to it, just a brilliant coastal area. So God, I really am having a brilliant coastal day. The front today is moving in really slowly. If this was me yesterday at Winterton, I'd have never got around here in time in the car, and the weather would have been upon us and I'd have been soaked and not got any images. But as I trundle up the path now, the clouds are slowly coming in, beautiful, shapely, spring-like clouds, absolutely heavy with rain as well. So they're going to be great behind the lighthouse. Plenty of light coming through, so should be able to get some nice moody stuff here. So anyway, I better carry on and speak to you in a minute, all right? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Excuse the shadows going across my face and that here and there, guys, obviously because the sun's right, is exactly at the correct angle. Look at that behind, beautiful brooding sky. What's also lovely is the field. Though it's all ploughed and mud, you've got some beautiful undulation there, so it takes the light beautifully and you get some nice contours. So I'm going to be, keep my eye on the light as it bathes the land and just see where those contours lie, and that's going to make it a little bit more of an interesting image than if it was just completely lit. As you can see probably at the distance now, nice shadow coming in, probably too far away, but yeah, the lighthouse is taking gorgeous light. Clouds behind are brilliant, so I'm going to try this with the 135 and with the 24-70 at various focal lengths. Yeah, what an absolutely lovely subject. Never fails to impress coming to Happisburgh. And the lighthouse today looks lovely and punchy, beautiful. Anyway, better get set up. Well, that was really nice, guys. Unfortunately, the front passed the wrong side. I thought it was coming straight towards us, and I thought the big clouds above the lighthouse would be really ominous, but they went the other side. Great pity. Here's one of the clouds that got away. Look at that beaut there. Like, oh, let's just take that down. Oh dear, that would have looked great behind the lighthouse, but never mind. Doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk northwards along the coast. I'm going to go down onto the beach. Still low tide at the moment, so I can take advantage of maybe some more shots of the tide bell, see what sort of cliff patterns and shapes are about, sand patterns, walk along to Cart Gap and back to the car. So a nice little circuit of Happisburgh. Yeah, gorgeous light. Absolutely stunning day. And looking at the forecast, actually the day is not as bad as I first thought. It was supposed to be a lot of rain at the end of the day. Seems to be settling down to a nicer day. So what I might do is I might nip home a bit later on and then get back out for the evening. But who knows what today will bring. Lovely bit of light again. Anyway, okay, I'm going to move down onto the beach. See what we can see down there. Oh, guy, that's that sun's bright. Found a lovely spot here. There you go. Look at those cliffs and the punchy sky above. And what you've got is, you've got a few lovely little, oh, get it right, John. Look at those lovely little rivets there. Now I'm thinking here, a nice punchy black and white image. With those, you'll get the lovely shadows and the little rivulets there, all that lovely detail in the cliffs and those beautiful punchy clouds. I think that'll make a nice black and white. I've managed to shoot a few more of the lighthouse on the way, sort of abstract images with the lighthouse just poking above the cliffs. It always makes a great subject, but this little bonus find here with these areas of sand is just lovely. Just a nice little bonus shot. Great clouds still coming in. What a great morning, what a great morning. So guys, yeah, marvellous. Oh, there's the old lighthouse. Just great. Sand patterns, details in the cliffs, just wonderful. I've actually made it down to the tide bell now, finally. There it is, lovely. And I'll do some very, very basic bog standard long exposure stuff maybe. And what I might also do is try and get this angle on it, looking back towards the lighthouse before the sea comes in too far. So it's actually coming in quite a bit now, so I think actually I better go and do that now. That might work quite nicely with all that punchy clouds and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, could be a nice shot, that. Get back to your camera, John. Stop bloody vlogging. Back to the camera. Well, that was nice at the beach. Yeah, enjoyed that. Whether the tide bell is really my favourite subject, I can't really be honest about it. I don't think it is, but there we go. Nice to take some images anyway. Not as good a subject as the lovely lighthouse. And look at that now with all those lovely puffy clouds. Just taking some very regular box standard type images here, but hey, when in Rome and all that. And then move on from here, or maybe the end, who knows. But anyway, I'll get back to you in a little while. Just put up a couple of these quick ones now. Well guys, thanks ever so much for joining me on a lovely couple of mornings on the Norfolk coast. It's been brilliant, really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed the images and the video. And yeah, what can I say? It's just been great, Weather's still great. Look at those clouds. There's the old lighthouse in the different distance. Don't know what I'm going to do now. I might just go and find myself a coffee. Still haven't had a coffee yet, but I think this is a good time to stop the vlog because there's more than enough footage and images for you to see, so I don't want to make this too long. So thanks ever so much for your support. Please like, please comment if you can, subscribe if you haven't already, and just going to leave it with my usual. Don't forget, look after yourselves, hug your loved ones, and I hope to see you soon. All right, you take care. Bye-bye. Bye.